villain and tear me and my sister apart, we wasn't having that. I loved her to the death of me, and I knew she felt the same. I brought my attention back to Alaska. She was looking as if she was struggling to get whatever it was off her mind. She looked ahead to make sure Bri couldn't hear her, and then brought her attention back to me. We had just left the State Fair of Texas on some double date type shit, and were now cruising through the South. Everything had been good between all of us, so I couldn't imagine what could be wrong with Alaska. It was around 10 or 11 at night, and the streets were wet from the light drizzle that fell from the sky. I had a bad feeling in my gut, but I couldn't tell if it was because I felt like Alaska was about to deliver me some bad news or something else. I guess maybe Alaska felt the tension radiating off my skin, because she reached in her purse, pulled out a fat-ass blunt. Just looking at how much weed Alaska had packed into that Rio had me rolling my eyes. That bitch loved to get high. If my parents only knew that it was Alaska that got me started on smoking that purple, they would have had a fit. "Alaska," I said, as I scooted across the back seat, practically leaving her with no room to breathe. "What, bitch? Tell me what the fuck is up already. You looking all nervous and got me scared over here." She swallowed hard before she took a pull off the hay and handed it over to me. I did the same, but only I didn't take in as much. It was some good, too, because it had me in a coughing fit the minute it penetrated my lungs. "God damn, bitch," I choked and decided to hit it again. "I'm pregnant," she said, and my eyes bucked wide as hell. I looked up toward the front, and the fellows were too busy whispering about their own problems to be concerned with what was going on back here. I looked back over at Alaska, and she looked so damn scared. There goes that feeling again, I thought, as I looked through the window. Nothing seemed to be out of the ordinary, but I just didn't feel right. I pulled up my shirt, suddenly feeling hot. "Cuba, did you hear me?" Alaska said a little too loud, because Rue's nosy ass was now looking at us dead through the rearview mirror as he drove. As soon as he took his eyes back to the road, I looked over at Alaska, and she had tears running down her face. "Damn, I know Bri be fucking up, but I didn't know it was that bad," I said to her, and she shook her head. "Remember the guy I started telling you about the other day? The one I said I was falling in love with?" Alaska started, but her words were cut off when the glass from my window shattered. It seemed that every time she brought dude up, we were somehow rudely interrupted. We all ducked down, shielding our heads, but for Bri, it was too late. I briefly looked up as his head bounced forward, hitting the dashboard, and then to the side, before it rested against the passenger side window. I saw the blood, but I didn't even have time to completely process what was going on before I felt the car nicking something in the road and flipping over. Both Alaska and I were jerked around a few times before the car finally came to a stop. "Fuck, y'all okay, Cuba?" Rue called out from the front of the car, but I was slow to come to. My head was spinning and my leg was on fire. Didn't feel like it was broken or anything like that, but I was too out of it to tell. "Hey, yo, Bri, my nigga, you good?" Rue asked him, and although I knew that he was no longer with us, I held on to my breath and waited, hoping that he would say something. "Bryson!" Alaska screamed. Her voice was jittery, but for the most part, she seemed okay. I grabbed at her hand and she squeezed mine and held it inside of hers. "Bryson!" "Yo, my nigga, say something, bro!" Rue yelled, his voice shaky. He reached over to shake Bryson, causing his whole body to fall forward. "Screech!" "Get out the car, get out the car!" Rue barked panicky as just as bullets began to rain our way. "Alaska, get out!" I screamed at her, but she didn't budge. We were posted up in the middle of the damn street, but we weren't dead, and I wasn't about to lay down without putting up no fight. Luckily, we had landed back on all four wheels, and wouldn't have any issues getting out this motherfucker. I climbed over Alaska, quickly pushed the door open, and brought her ass along with me. I could tell she was in a state of shock, but we had to get the fuck up out of there before we were all dead. As soon as I looked up, Rue was running around the car toward us, but the bullets that hit his back took him down to the ground. My eyes bucked as I